Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Dyno here. So today we're gonna switch it up. Nexon just posted a new Inkwell note, and it's got that "we hear you" energy, while also refusing to give you anything solid. No date, no hard commitments, just trust the process. So today we're translating this out of corporate language into what it actually means for Classic World. What's coming in the test build and what they're absolutely not ready to show you yet. So before we continue, let's note that the test build is to be around 2 weeks sometime in early April this year. Additionally, a max of 5,000 people will be selected. I did some rough math, and the MapleCon venue used was Thunder Studios in California. It's being advertised as a 1,000-seat venue. Additionally, with the current live playtest, it's expected to be around 40 to 50 computers, with the event going on from Thursday to Sunday for 4 weekends with 3 time slots each day, which at a maximum we're looking at around 2,000 slots taken from the live playtest alone. Realistically, I would say less than 1,000. So why do I say this? Because reports were given that the live playtest had a lot of empty seats during the first 2 weeks. So sadly, we're not looking at too many slots available to the public. Our saving grace is the modern players who have no interest in Classic at all. So let's continue and start dissecting the Inkwell note. The first phrase that jumps out to me is online test build. Not a beta, not early access, a test build. And that's them drawing like a line. Hey, if stuff feels weird, if systems are missing, if balance is off, don't freak out, it's a test. And honestly, that explains a lot about what people are experiencing during the live playtest currently. Locked NPCs, limited content, and things that feel intentionally hidden. Because if they call it a test build, they can basically give us another small portion of the game and say, you're not supposed to see everything yet. Then they say the build will reflect feedback from MapleCon and the on-site test. That sounds good, but notice how vague it is. It's always some changes, adjustments, improvements. No specifics, no patch notes, no we changed X because you said Y. So yeah, they want credit for listening without committing to anything we can hold them accountable to. Which is smart, but also kind of annoying. Next line is the most important one to me. They straight up say this test is focused on main features and limited content, and it's not a final release version. The translation here is if you load in and you're like, where's crafting? Why does this feel different? They already preloaded the excuse similar to stating how the current playtest was similar to MapleCon. People were upset because it was the same build, but they warned us already about it. They're basically telling us you're not playing the full Classic World, you're playing what we want you to test. And that's a huge signal that they're experimenting with core systems, not just polishing. Now the launch date part. They say I'm well aware you're curious about the official launch date, which is kind of like PR speak for we've seen you in the comments of socials, Reddit, and we've seen the tinfoil hat theories, like this one.
Christ, that right there is the mail. Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail for you all day, okay? Pepe Sylvia. This name keeps coming up over and over again. Every day, Pepe's mail's getting sent back to me. Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia. I looked at the mail. Well, this whole box is Pepe Sylvia.
Then they follow it with, it's important for us to see how these changes are perceived in actual play. This kind of sentence here signals delay. Not that they were delayed in the project, but they're not giving us a date until they see how what they've created feels like. And then they hit you with the classic line, we don't want to rush to meet a deadline, which sounds responsible, but what they're really saying is we're not close enough to lock in a launch window. If they were close, you'd hear something like a time frame, even vague, spring, soon, anything. Instead, they give you process language. They say there are ongoing reviews and iteration processes. And here's the thing, processes, plural. That tells me that this isn't one test and then boom, release. This feels like test, adjust, test again, adjust it again, and then let's talk schedule. So if you're expecting this online test build to be the almost final Classic, I don't think that's what they're setting it to be. I have a feeling they're going to have another 2-month adjustment period between and another test after that. And here's a classic Nexon move. Keep it vague so nobody can quote you later. The stuff that they didn't say. No monetization detail, no launch breakdown, not even a this is classic and this is new kind of thing. Just enough words to sound like they're doing something. And the line I keep coming back to is this: limited content, main features, not final release. Which means we're still in a stage where they're controlling what we can even judge. So at that part, I wouldn't even be surprised if we get the similar build with number changes and maybe starting at level 1. So yeah, this note isn't hype, it's Nexon pumping the brakes, calming everyone down and giving themselves more room to tinker and change things. And I'm not even mad at that. I just want people to understand what we're actually walking into. Because if you go into this next build expecting Classic World is basically here, this note is telling you it's not. So as we wrap up this video, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's slowing them down? Is it drop tables? Is it the economy getting adjusted? Or are they quietly messing around with the progression pacing so the whole game feels different? Drop your guess in the comments, and when the next test build hits, if anything changes in a real way, we'll definitely deep dive those. I'll see you guys in the next one.